Yes, guys, and welcome from me. This is Championship Manager 0102. We've got a brand spanking new save for you. Hopefully, this will be a long-term story. But you know what? Some stories, they don't materialise how I want them to. So this could end after one season. You never know. But as you can see by the title, Posh the Second. That is what this is called. This is part one, and it is all about my latest save that I've trialled on the new update, the most recent update, shall I say. The October 2024 is the update. We have got a new update due in a couple of months or so, but we are Peterborough Sports. Now, for the benefit of those who are not familiar with it, Peterborough Sports is a second Peterborough team. Their nickname is the Turbines. And basically, we've got, in Peterborough, we've got the main Peterborough United team, and then we've got Peterborough Sports, which I think are in the Conference North. Well, of course they are, because I'm in the Conference North. So, there we see. We are halfway, or coming up to halfway, into Season 1. And so far, so good. It's not been plain sailing. We started with sort of like £26,000 in the bank. A little bit of history for you now then. That is a correct stadium name. Now, I actually went past the stadium last week. And I say went past it, I'm making it sound like I've gone past this fucking huge stadium. I'm not calling it a stadium because, I shit you not here, right? Being from Peterborough, the term Lincoln Road, right, is like, you know, every city and shit has like a long street. Now, Lincoln Road has become an absolute shithole, right? And it's just full of little Europa shops, barbers, kebab shops, and so on and so on. You know what I'm saying, don't you, right? And down it is Peterborough Sports Football Club. And it's sort of like sandwiched now, surrounded by immigration. Can I say that? Well, that's too late, I've said it already. But I'm not sure about facilities. I've never been to one of their games, and I probably would go, if I'm honest with you. But they are officially in the 6th tier of the pyramid. So on the last update, I was really happy to see them in the game, and the Conference North was really, really pleased. I've basically offloaded everybody because everyone, I've actually offloaded everybody. You can see we got rid of virtually everyone. We got some decent money. The money's, that's not too bad. I think we've capped ourselves at 750 quid per week. I say we've capped it. I think that is officially our cap. Now, we did buy in a couple of marquee players, one of which was Tom Hamer. Now, Hamer, well, look at that, 6'5'3". He's been absolutely shit for me. He has been shit, but he is going. He is going, you know, and I'll show you that he's going. You know, he is going. Where is he? Tom Hamer's going to go to Chesterfield. We're going to make a little bit of money off him, and I think it needed to be done. It really needed to be done. So that is one, and the other marquee player we got, and he's been absolutely brilliant, is Armando Quintana. He's been phenomenal for me, and he don't look brilliant, but you've got to think to yourself what level I'm at here. Now, a sneaky purchase on him, 400 grand. We couldn't afford to pay out 400 grand straight away. So you can see what we did. We went 250 after 10 international, which he may well get, in all fairness. He could quite easily get. That being said, I'd look to maybe sell him before we get to that stage. I would maybe even sell him in the January window because, you know, in terms of the January window, we've got $750,000 coming in. I don't know if we've got anybody. So we've got a few players coming in. They're all youngsters, actually. In fact, we have got a deal coming in. We're selling a defender in exchange for this forward and that right back. In fact, no. Actually, let me think. It's 4 players, I'm sure. Mansfield, yeah, it was. There was a deal with Mansfield, and I'm sure it was 4 players. 1, 2. No, maybe it's 3 then. Okay. Okay, maybe it's 2. 3 players, sorry. 3 players, yeah. Okay, so we've done lots of wheeling and dealing. We are through to the FA Cup qualifier first round proper, as you can see. We defeated Braintree along the way. And this is a new one for me. This is a brand new one for me. I've called it Avengement. I did some testing on it, and I thought, you know what? I'm happy with my testing. Let's go for it. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% convinced, but you know what? It's early days. Early days. You can see we did do some. We got some new coaches and shit like that. We went around. We actually lowered what they wanted in terms of wage. I think they all wanted like $7.50, but I lowered it down to $4.50 where I could. I think the assistant manager, I think we gave him a little bit more. Yeah. You can see our training ground is awful. I mean, this is the interesting thing, right? So when you don't have that patch applied that I've got, where it gives you a number out of 20, it says adequate. Now, if you didn't have that number, you would think adequate is okay. It's not. It's nowhere near good enough. You know. It also, interestingly, this is the case with a lot of the non-league teams. It doesn't specify if they're seated. And as you can see, it says 2,000 with undersoil heating, which I didn't even realise that, which is quite interesting. But I don't know if they're seated or what. So, interestingly, if we were to get into the Premier League in 6-7 years or what have you, they would then spend a load of money and get me an all-seater stadium. So, I'm intrigued to see if it would stay as the same stadium name, Lincoln Road. Being local, I'm quite intrigued. We are already semi-professional, I'm not bothered about that. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen going forward? But, yeah, that is where we're at then. On Posh the Second. And when the first round draw was made, right, I was really hopeful that we could land Peterborough United. I really was optimistic, maybe, because they hadn't come out the draw. I was watching the draw as you do, and we didn't get them. We want those motherfuckers. We want those bastards. But that is that then, guys. It's not a save that I'm going to go to too often, because I have a lot of other shit that I'm doing game-wise and other video-wise and shit like that. But it's just something to occupy the odd half an hour here, there and everywhere. So that's it from me, guys. Till next time, take it easy.